Gentlemen, as you age past 50, your body starts to experience changes that can slowly and quietly lower your testosterone. Testosterone isn't just about intimacy. It plays a role in your energy, mood, muscle strength, bone health, and even your circulation. When levels dip too low, you may feel tired, weaker, less motivated, or find that your drive for life is not as strong as it used to be. What most men don't realize is that certain daily habits silently chip away at this vital hormone, leaving you drained without even knowing the cause. In this first part, I'll walk you through three of the most common ones: poor sleep, constant stress, and hidden problems in your diet. Let's start with sleep because it is one of the biggest testosterone killers. Your body produces the majority of its testosterone at night, especially during deep sleep. But if you're getting only 4 or 5 hours instead of 7 or 8, your testosterone can drop by as much as 10 to 15% in just a week. That's a huge decline. You may notice that after several nights of bad sleep, your mornings feel duller, your mood is lower, and your circulation feels weaker. And here's something important. The deep stage of sleep, known as REM, is when your brain and body release growth hormones and repair tissues. Without enough REM, your testosterone takes a hit, and over time, it shows in your energy levels, your muscle tone, and even your confidence. So if you're staying up late watching TV, scrolling on your phone, or waking up several times a night, it may be costing you more than you think. The second hidden mistake is stress. When you're stressed, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. Cortisol is like testosterone's enemy. It blocks testosterone production and weakens its effect in your body. Think of it as a tug of war. When cortisol goes up, testosterone goes down. Many older men live with constant stress, maybe from money issues, family responsibilities, or even loneliness. And what happens? Cortisol stays high all day, leaving you tired, tense, and with less strength in both your body and your spirit. The truth is, stress management isn't just about mental health. It's one of the strongest natural ways to protect your testosterone. Simple daily habits like breathing exercises, short walks outdoors, or even just setting aside quiet time can lower cortisol and give testosterone a chance to rise again. Now let's talk about diet, because what you eat every day can either fuel your hormones or drain them. Diets high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats like fast food, pastries, and fried snacks cause weight gain around the belly. Belly fat is especially harmful because it converts testosterone into estrogen through an enzyme called aromatase. This means the more belly fat you carry, the less testosterone you keep. That's why many men past 50 notice their strength fading and their waistline expanding at the same time. On top of that, poor diets can lead to insulin resistance, high blood pressure, and weak circulation, all of which affect testosterone. But it's not just about avoiding bad food. It's about eating the right kind of foods that support testosterone. Zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D are crucial nutrients that many older men are low in. Foods like lean meat, fish, eggs, nuts, seeds, and leafy greens help your body keep testosterone at a healthy level. Even something as simple as staying hydrated is important because dehydration can increase stress on your body and lower hormone function. So, mistake number 1 is poor sleep, mistake number 2 is unmanaged stress, and mistake number 3 is a poor diet. Each one of these may seem small, but together, they silently weaken your testosterone day after day. And here's a little secret. Fixing even one of them can give your body a noticeable boost in energy, strength, and drive. Stay with me, because in the next section, I'll share even more daily habits, some you may not even realize are affecting you, like sitting too much, alcohol use, and hidden routines that slowly drain your hormones. And trust me, number 6 is one of the most surprising because many men think it's harmless when it's actually lowering testosterone every single day. Now let's continue with more hidden daily habits that drain your testosterone after 50. These may surprise you because they often feel like normal parts of life, but over time, they quietly steal your energy, your vitality, and your strength. Let's talk about sitting too much.
alcohol use, lack of exercise, and even some medications that older men commonly take. First, sitting too much. Modern life makes it easy to spend long hours in a chair, whether you're watching TV, driving, or just relaxing at home. But here's the problem. Sitting for long stretches slows down circulation, lowers oxygen flow, and reduces your body's ability to keep muscles active. Your muscles are one of the biggest testosterone drivers because they demand energy and strength. When you sit too much, your body gets the signal that it doesn't need as much testosterone. Over time, this leads to weaker legs, weaker back, and less endurance. Even something as simple as standing up every hour, stretching, or taking short walks can protect your testosterone by reminding your body to stay active. Next is alcohol use. A glass of wine or beer now and then may not hurt, but regular drinking, even moderate amounts, has been shown to lower testosterone. Alcohol puts stress on your liver, and the liver is where many hormones are processed. Too much alcohol raises estrogen, lowers your testosterone, and reduces sperm quality. It also disrupts sleep, which, as we discussed earlier, is critical for hormone production. If you've been using alcohol to relax at the end of the day, just remember, it may be quietly undoing your body's natural ability to produce testosterone. For older men, alcohol also increases belly fat, which, as you know, is the enemy of strong testosterone. The third hidden habit is lack of exercise. Many men past 50 cut down on physical activity, either because of work changes, joint pain, or simply feeling tired. But this actually makes testosterone levels drop faster. Exercise, especially strength training with weights or even just body weight movements like push-ups, signals your body to produce more testosterone. It also improves blood flow, which is crucial for energy, mood, and sexual health. Cardio, like brisk walking, cycling, or swimming, helps reduce belly fat and keep your heart strong. Remember, your muscles act like a testosterone engine. The more you use them, the stronger your hormone balance stays. If you've been inactive, even starting with 10 minutes a day of walking and light strength training can give your testosterone a powerful lift. Now let's touch on a sensitive but important topic: medications. As you age, you may be prescribed drugs for blood pressure, diabetes, or cholesterol. Some of these medications, like opioids, certain antidepressants, and even steroids, can lower testosterone as a side effect. Now, this doesn't mean you should stop taking what your doctor prescribed, but it's important to know that if you're feeling unusually tired, weak, or notice changes in your drive, your medications may be playing a role. A good step is to talk with your doctor about alternatives or adjustments that can protect your hormone health while still keeping your conditions under control. These 4 factors, sitting too much, alcohol, lack of exercise, and certain medications, are often overlooked because they feel like part of daily life, but they quietly push testosterone lower, little by little. Here's something important. The effects may not show up right away. You might not notice a big change until months or even years later. But by then, your energy, strength, and circulation may have already declined. That's why awareness is so powerful. And I'll tell you this, when men make even small adjustments like standing up more often, cutting down alcohol, adding short exercise sessions, or reviewing medications with their doctor, they often feel improvements within weeks. Their mornings feel more alive, their body feels more responsive, and their confidence grows again. So far, we've covered poor sleep, stress, diet, sitting, alcohol, lack of exercise, and medications. That's 7 habits already, but there are still 3 more to go, and they're some of the most overlooked. In the next section, I'll reveal daily habits that are even more hidden, like dehydration, smoking, and the impact of negative self-beliefs. And trust me, number 10 is one of the most surprising because it doesn't come from your body at all, but from your mindset. We've already covered 7 powerful daily habits that lower testosterone without you realizing it. Now let's talk about the last 3. These are often ignored, but they play a huge role in your vitality after 50. Dehydration, smoking, and negative mindset. Each one silently chips away at your hormones, your circulation, and even your energy for the things you enjoy most in life. First, let's look at dehydration. You might not think much about water intake, but your body is over 60% water, and every single hormone, including testosterone, depends on proper hydration. When you don't drink enough water, your blood thickens slightly, circulation slows, and your body struggles to deliver oxygen and nutrients to muscles and organs. Dehydration also raises cortisol, that stress hormone we talked about earlier, and high cortisol lowers testosterone. Many older men confuse thirst with hunger and end up eating instead of drinking. A simple fix: keep a glass of water nearby all day. Aim to sip regularly instead of waiting until you feel thirsty. When your body stays hydrated, circulation improves, your energy lifts, and your hormones have a healthier environment to function. Next is smoking. I don't need to tell you that smoking is harmful, but what's less talked about is its direct effect on testosterone. Smoking damages blood vessels, reduces oxygen delivery, and decreases nitric oxide, the chemical that helps your blood vessels relax and open. Without good blood flow, testosterone's effects are muted, and energy, strength, and stamina all take a hit. Studies show that men who quit smoking often see improvements not just in lung health, but also in testosterone and circulation. If you've smoked for years, it's never too late to stop. Even cutting down step by step can help your body repair. Think of it as removing one of the biggest blocks standing in the way of your vitality. Finally, let's talk about something less physical but just as powerful: negative mindset and self-belief. You see, testosterone isn't just a hormone, it's also connected to confidence, drive, and motivation. When you constantly tell yourself, "I'm too old for this," or "I don't have the energy anymore," your brain actually reinforces that message in your body. Stress and negativity raise cortisol, lower testosterone, and make you feel weaker than you are. On the other hand, positive self-talk, setting small goals, and celebrating progress can raise dopamine and motivation, which indirectly support testosterone. I've seen men in their 70s and 80s rebuild energy and vitality simply by changing how they view aging. Remember, your body listens to your thoughts more than you realize. So now we've covered all 10 hidden daily habits that silently drain testosterone after 50. Poor sleep, constant stress, unbalanced diet, sitting too much, alcohol use, lack of exercise, certain medications, dehydration, smoking, and negative mindset. Each one may not seem huge on its own, but together they can quietly pull your hormones down, leaving you feeling weaker, more tired, and less motivated. The good news is that you can take action today. Improving even 2 or 3 of these areas can bring visible changes in weeks: better sleep, more energy in the morning, stronger muscles, sharper focus, and yes, healthier testosterone levels. Don't feel like you need to fix everything at once. Start small. Replace one unhealthy habit with one better choice, and then build from there. Over time, your body rewards you with strength, circulation, and confidence that you may not have felt in years. And here's a secret: men who take charge of their daily habits often notice improvements not just in hormone health, but also in mood, relationships, and overall joy in life. Testosterone is more than just a number. It's about how alive you feel each day. So, I want to leave you with this challenge. Pick one of the 10 habits we've discussed today and make a change starting tonight or tomorrow morning. Drink more water, move more often, cut back on alcohol, or get that extra hour of sleep. You'll be amazed at how your body responds. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who may also benefit. I'll continue bringing you clear, practical advice on men's health, so stay tuned, and remember, your strength is in your hands, no matter your age.